already know this is Punch Run Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Hey, yo, Demetrius Andrade is back in the gym, ladies and gentlemen. He's back in the gym, ready to go, hungrier than ever, starving. You know what I'm saying? Sharp. Hey, y'all was with Demetrius Andrade this past weekend. Hey, yo, he cut up like, damn, man, you ready to go? You ready to fight? On the chip on the shoulder, he would have fight everybody in New York City. Damn it. Hey, yo, and he's calling out Caleb Plant. Demetrius Andrade. Let's make it happen. That's a good call out. That's a good fight. Again, he's like, hey, yo, man, I wish Caleb Plant would try to smack me up like he did Jamal Charlo. Huh? I wish him would try to do that to me. Look, it's a great fight. Two high-level skillful fighters. Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andrade. Both of these guys are coming from a loss. Both of these guys stylistically mesh very, very well. I think it's a great fight. And for the people out there that be like, come on, man, I want to see Demetrius Andrade. I don't want to see no Caleb Plant. I don't want to see, hey, yo, we as boxing fans collectively, we need to stop trying to shrink our sport. Yes, we already know that Canelo Alvarez is the king of the division. We know that he's the undisputed, the 4th division world champion, the King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nello, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get their fucking out of here, man. If you are trying to shrink the sport, because there are still great fights in the super middleweight division. We don't know if Canelo Alvarez is going to be facing David Benavidez. David Benavidez is left to the 175-pound division, going to be facing Alexandre in the 175. So we don't know what Canelo Alvarez is going to be doing next. And to be real, Canelo Alvarez has proven himself to the point where even if he retires right now, we still, as boxing fans, has to look at the potential matchups in the 168-pound division, right? Demetrius Andrade versus Jaime Munguia versus Caleb Plant, Jaime Munguia versus Edgar Berlanga versus Plant, Edgar Berlanga versus Andrade, Emi Billy, the Frenchie versus Morel versus Plant, Morel versus they're still good fights. Shout out to Daniel Jacobs, going to be fighting Shane Mosley Jr. Good, decent fight. Let's stop shrinking our sport. We don't have to be just looking at one fight. Or Canelo Alvarez versus him, Canelo Alvarez versus that, Canelo Alvarez that. They're fucking about everybody else. That's shrinking the sport. That's shrinking the division. You feel me? There's other great fights to be made. It's almost like the 140-pound division, right? What we want to see? We want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Matias, but that doesn't mean we don't want to see Pitbull Cruz versus Haney, or Pitbull Cruz versus Matias, or Gary Antoine Russell versus Matias, or Gary Antoine Russell versus Tio. You know what I'm saying? There's some great still, but Gary Antoine Russell versus Jose Ramirez versus Tio. You know, there's a lot of fights. We don't have to shrink our sport. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the 135-pound division, Gervonta Tanday versus Shakur Stevenson, Frank Martin, Lomachenko versus Shakur Stevenson versus Cepeda. I know there's always going to be the fight in every respective division, but us as boxing fans, let's stop trying to ignore other great potential fights. It makes our sport even better when we're talking about it, mixing, matching, and respecting these type of fights. So Demetrius Andrade, that only lost one time in his career, a 2-division world champion, Olympian, losing to David Benavidez, an enigma in 168-pound division. As we all know, he's bigger than everybody else. So all these guys that we're talking about that's left in the 168-pound division, they all are more evenly matched, because David Benavidez was just bigger than everybody else, rehydrating close to 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that's not a totally excuse, but we all know in the sport of boxing, the man is way bigger than the rest of the 168-pound division. So Demetrius Andrade versus Caleb Plant, in which they're similar height, similar size, similar skills, and stuff like that. Taking loss, but also in their defeat, they actually did pretty well. Even Caleb Plant, when he lost to Canelo Alvarez, he won some decent rounds where he could go back to the drawing board and get better. And with the David Benavidez, he took David Benavidez all the way to the 12th round. You feel me? And you know, he won a couple of rounds as well. Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez, the first 3 rounds, I believe that Demetrius Andrade won. If it wasn't for that knockdown in the 4th round, Demetrius Andrade would have had a great lead. You feel me? But like I said, like we all know, one punch could change a lot of things in the sport of boxing. A punch by the monster, by the Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, things could change. I like the call out by Demetrius Andrade. He's ready to go. I'm telling y'all, folks, this man he's a gym rat. He stays in the gym. And the dude is really wants to fight and wants to smoke. He was very determined leading up to the David Benavidez fight. But he's way more determined. It's like a rebirth. I'm telling you, this guy is hungry. And I think that Caleb Plant is also hungry. And I think they got something to prove and still want to enhance the legacy that they still have. They feel like they didn't take enough punishment. I love the fight. Demetrius Andrade versus Caleb Plant in August. That's a great fight. I believe both of these guys could know how to promote themselves as well. Both of these guys do business with PBC. I think that's a good fight. But if they could get an Edgar Berlanga as well, or get a Jaime Munguia, Demetrius Andrade versus Jaime Munguia, he also won him. Also Demetrius Andrade called out Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga as well. Edgar Berlanga for the East Coast, they're from the East Coast, and the Jaime Munguia fight, I think that's a good fight for all of them. Remember, they all have taken losses. They all still got something to prove. So all these guys don't have an ego to, I gotta fight for this much money, or why should I fight you? Nah, y'all all lost. So they all understand that they all in the same boat, especially Munguia, Andre, and Caleb Plant. They all in the same boat, still trying to get that victory. Let me know what y'all think about the fight, Demetrius Andrade versus Caleb Plant. I think that's a perfect fight in the super middleweight division. Let me know what y'all think about the fight. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.